Good morning, my lovelies. It's about 7 o'clock in the morning and the sun just came up, and this is the second time that I've tried filming this video. A couple of things just want to talk about real quick, and then a video that was requested a couple of different times. Somebody had asked how I had done my eye makeup in one of the last videos, so I was going to do kind of a how-to and get ready with me type of video, and kind of show that. It's very early for me here. I'm going to be getting ready for work, which is, I'm going to have a little bit more makeup on than I would normally have. But 4 things I wanted to go over relatively quick before I start with that. I wanted to give a shout out to one of my personal friends that I had grown up with, Heather. She is launching her YouTube channel. It's a beauty channel, and most of the makeup that I ever did as a teenager and as a tweenager, it was under her guidance. I'm going to include a link here, and I'm also going to give a link in the description below, and if you would please show her some love, help her get to that 10,000 subscriber mark so that she can start to monetize her channel. Excuse me. And then hopefully that will help her to really get her to take off as well, because this is something that I know she's very passionate about throughout her entire life. So it would definitely be appreciated, not only from her but also from me as well, to give her some love. The second announcement, I want to say happy birthday to Alexis. Alexis says she had a birthday 2, maybe 3 days ago, and she's one of my very, very nice, wonderful, beautiful girl viewers. And I have a request that I'm going to be coming or doing for her with a nice, very close-up dermatology type of video very shortly. So my throat's a little bit off. I've been a little bit of a cold, also a lot of stress, so I apologize. I don't sound very ASMR-y right now. But I will be in the next couple of weeks taking a lot of requests, so if you have them, please list them below. Please message me, whatever is the easiest way to communicate with me, because announcement number 3 is I am moving. This is probably going to be the last video I record in this small, loud house. I've been co-occupying a house with 3 other people, and in a lot of videos you've probably noticed that there's a lot of noise. There's a lot of editing being done. That's because my roommates are very noisy people. But I had purchased a house about a month ago. The tenants that were selling the house, well, not tenants, but the previous owners, had 30-day possession, and I get the keys on Friday. So I believe the next couple of videos are going to be maybe a tour of the house. I'm not entirely sure what. My husband might not want me to expose different, aspects of our private life, so it might not be a tour of the house, but I'm definitely gonna have some updates regarding that. New rooms, new setups. So that's announcement number 3. I'm trying to think of what announcement number 4 was gonna be. I knew there was something. I do have requests that are coming up. I know that a couple of people have asked in the last 2-3 weeks. I haven't forgot about them. I am getting to them. I'm writing everything down, so I have this little obnoxious notebook that I write down all of my ideas, but it might be a week or 2 before I'm able to get to that or to respond very much. But those are the things that I wanted to kind of discuss. I haven't forgotten about anybody. Please don't think that. I haven't really responded to a whole lot of the posts and things that people have written to me. I apologize about that. It's just been a heck of a last couple of weeks closing on the house, trying to sell a vehicle, and trying to maintain work and adult life and stuff like that. So anyways, this is going to be my how to get ready with me in the morning. And I usually do not wear makeup, or at least this extensive makeup, to work, so today I'm gonna be pretty. I'm gonna put my contacts in real quick, so I'm gonna cut this because I know it's not exactly a pretty thing to watch. Okay, so my contacts are in, and I can see now that I still have some mascara that I didn't wash off entirely last night. It's under my eyes right now. This is the type of makeup I will usually wear or try to achieve before recording. I think most people that have any kind of a YouTube channel, they want to be seen as pretty and well made. When I go to work, I don't really care, but when I make ASMR videos, I spend a little bit more time on my makeup because I want people to think I'm pretty. I feel almost a little bit bad giving a shout out to Heather because Heather is she's such a nice, wonderful girl, and she's so well versed in applying makeup, and here I am, and this is not what she taught me because I am really lazy. But I usually use a concealer. I don't use a foundation very often. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. But I usually start with a very pale concealer to start. It's got this little brush and you squeeze it. That was unexpected. That was very unexpected. Oh yeah, check that out. I will cover that up with mascara. Thankfully, it actually did not get in my eye. Oh, I pulled out some eyelashes. Seriously, that's not cool, guys. Typically use concealer on areas where my skin is a little bit darker or discolored, like I have some scars right here from acne, and those are areas that I usually will try to cover. And then highlight the cheekbones. I don't actually have a highlighter, so my pathetic attempt at contouring. Must be almost out. Might have gotten a little bit in my eye. When I rush in the morning, I usually will just kind of like blah 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 with my fingertips real fast. I'm going to try to be a little bit more calm. Plenty of time. I also have a new camera that I'm testing out here. I bought a Canon PowerShot ELPH 360, so I have no idea what this video is going to look like yet, even if the video is in good format, good resolution. But it's a lot lighter than my DSLR. Like physically lighter. So hopefully if I do any more videos where I want it to be more portable, such as the chiropractic roleplay ones, where there's a lot of camera movement and you don't have to hear the stabilization motor kick in and stuff. sort of hides some of my more imperfect areas with the scars and big pores. I have big pores right here and on the sides of my nose, so I'm going to use a little bit more. See if I can cover this up a little better. And one thing that I have noticed about the DSLR camera is that it can really have some pretty high resolution, very clear video, and you can really see like all the little hairs on my face. So when I'm doing makeup for ASMR filming, I put a ton of concealer on in these areas so that it can cover those up a little better. I don't really know what to do about big pores. I mean, is there a way to shrink them without massive investment? Looks like it's a pretty decent job. And I'm about to head to a probably 9-hour day today, so I'm going to use something that's a little bit more of a powdered. I'm almost out of it, but this is a powdered foundation, and I'll probably get really oily towards the end of the day. So I have one of these at work too. But it's intended just to make my skin really matte and also to cover up a little bit better too. So I'm not so shiny. You might hear an oscillating sound. One of the other things I'm really looking forward to, not living right next to a farm. Right now, a lot of farms are harvesting their fields. And this year the neighbor was growing soybeans and corn. And they've been, in the past 2 weeks, harvesting the field, and they have this giant grain silo that just has this hum all the time. I don't know that much about agriculture, but I believe what they're doing is drying either the soybeans or the corn. I don't know which, but it makes this hum all the time, which is another reason why I haven't really recorded that much, is because it's just constantly noisy. Okay, so nice flat matte color. Gonna take some blush and just pinken a little bit. My belly is saying, "Eat some breakfast, woman. You hungry?" Next are the eyebrows. I'm a hairy girl. Not afraid to admit. My eyebrows are pretty hairy. But I still like to fill them in a little bit because sometimes there's like a missing hair or a little bit of a spot, or they're just getting to be unruly. And I have a Avon, it's intended to be eyeliner, it says waterproof eyeliner, but it doesn't really go on very smoothly, so I just use it more like an eyebrow wax pencil and fill them in a little bit. And rather than having them look like they're drawn in, I'll take a brush that has a little bit of a straight edge, and then reinforce those lines without making it look like they're drawn in. My tummy gurgling this entire time. That's why I don't record in the morning either. I'm a morning eater. I think that's pretty well done there. And now for the eye makeup. I'm pretty terrible with eye makeup, but the last couple of videos I had done, I used one of these big wide pencils, and it was I'm not sure if you can see the color, it's like a shimmer lavender color. I wonder if I can do this without getting super close to my mirror. And what I'm trying to accomplish is kind of the inside shimmer that's happening on the inner portions of the eyelid, and then having a straight line afterwards. But I just remembered something here before I get that excited. The last video I had done with the eye makeup, I used a little bit of eyeshadow first. And this was a palette that my mom had given me, and I very seldom use it, but take a little bit of a light color and put just a little bit of that on the top of the brow. I also live by railroad tracks, but I won't. Soon I will not. Put a little bit there in the crease. Okay, now we're going to go back to the shimmer stick. Very unskilled, like, use it like a crayon, just like that. from there, I take a liquid eyeliner marker, and this is kind of a chubby marker, but I'm not very precise, so using the thinner ones doesn't really do me any good because I'm really not that skilled. So a lot of the times to get the makeup actually down towards the tip, I'll tap it like that. Part of why this looks so awkward is that I usually have the mirror in front of me, and I have a little bit more skill when I'm doing it like this as opposed to this, but we're just gonna have to make do. Totally not skilled at this. I'm gonna try doing something entirely different. No, I really messed it up. I need to watch more makeup tutorials. Heather, you need to do more makeup tutorials just like this, so that I can not do this. Well, it's just gonna have to be, because I don't think I can recover from this. hardest things for me when I put on makeup is, especially eye makeup, is that it tickles. And your natural reaction that's really hard to resist is to blink. So this just seems to be my way with makeup. You start out, you got this plan, and you're gonna make it look really good and really sharp, and then you mess up. You're like, okay, well, we'll just make it darker, we'll make it thicker. And then I end up messing that up, and then I gotta go darker and thicker. Before you know it, I look like a raccoon. I think that for today, that's as close as I'm going to get. Okay, so this video has totally not gone according to plan. Obviously this was not the eye makeup that I had in the last video, although it's been a valiant effort to recreate it. It just didn't happen though. I need to spend more time watching the makeup gurus and how they do it so that maybe I can get a little bit more advice on how to apply makeup. The last bit for the eyes is the mascara. My camera has alerted me my battery is almost dead, so